Bonjour, and welcome back to the French campaign in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Now, while I have declined every offer of an alliance from Argentina, well, if they're getting invaded by the US, I guess it's like an enemy of my enemy kind of thing. So, we've sent a task force down here to stop their naval invasion of Uruguay. Consisting of the 4 new battlecruisers, the Furieux class, recently refit, accompanied by some destroyers. We don't yet have a cruiser screen fast enough to follow these ships, so this is all they get. Luckily, the enemy task force is, as has often been the case, quite outdated. It's got these like ironclad thingies that are not very good, and it's got these 6,000 ton 1897 armored cruisers. This is 7,000 tons actually, but that's just because it's horribly overweight. Let's go. Now this time, I do not think I have the ammunition to sink them all. But we're gonna do some damage. And then get out, hopefully unharmed. There, ready. Now this time, our battlecruisers have pretty good tower spotting, if I remember correctly, with these towers. So, should be able to spot them at quite a decent distance. We're still being outspotted though by the Americans, but I guess they have those cage mast towers. Can actually slow you down to a cruising speed to begin with, and then if necessary accelerate. Well, they're north somewhere. And here I thought I'd be able to just outspot them easily with these towers, but apparently I was wrong again. Many such cases. There you are. Let's see. You haven't really spotted a whole bunch of ships yet. No, there we go. Pennsylvania. With 7-kilometer torpedo range, I should be able to pull off a torpedo run without taking a lot of damage. You don't have that many torps per destroyer, though. One guy following way behind. We should actually be able to outgun these torpedo boats. Let's get on with that too. There we go, getting some hits. Destroyers so far are doing the brunt of the damage, actually, with their main guns. Battleship's now loading AP. Battlecruiser's now loading AP against the enemy battleships. Grand Anglais, I did not tell you to target torpedo boats. You can do that with the secondary guns. This one guy following way behind. A bit too far behind, really. Let's see, you got 0.5 inches. Main belt armor. There we go, scoring good hits on Georgia. They should choose AP. Because their HE cannot penetrate the torpedo boat main belts. Now the 6-inch HE on the battlecruisers definitely can. Buckingham. And we're scoring main belt pens on the enemy battleships. Pennsylvania almost down already. These battlecruisers hit pretty hard. And Georgia now also. Taking 16,000. Actually, we're also overpenning the main belts. Maybe AG is better in this case. Yeah, because it's plus 0% armor quality, isn't it? Oof. Arkansas. That looked like it hurt. battlecruiser secondary is really punishing those torpedo boats. Uh, 322, you're clear for launch. Go for the armored cruisers. I don't want to smoke up, because that's gonna ruin my accuracy on the battlecruisers. I think these DDs should be safe enough, as they are. I took one hit though, but it was very minor. Let's get the rest of the torps in the water. There. You can keep your guns on Juno. Not the same Juno that we faced earlier. This is an older one. First torps are hitting. We should be good here. One on Tucson. Probably gonna get a couple more. What are you doing now? Are you dumb? Apparently, yes. Arkansas goes down. First battleship sunk. No. There. And now a bunch of my battlecruisers are focusing light cruisers. That's not ideal. Grand Anglais still focusing Georgia. Furieux, you can take Michigan. Danzig, you can take Kansas. Fortune, you can take Delaware. Yeah, old DD's basically unharmed. Despite someone losing their mind for a bit. Secondaries can start taking on those light cruisers. Mark III 6-inch guns should be very capable of dealing with this. Now, sadly, I checked, and These double-barreled Mark III 6-inch guns, as we see here, they're too big to fit on the Patrie class pre-dreadnoughts. So when or if they get another refit, we're going to have to think of something else with the secondaries. Either give them 7-inch guns, like the Magentas, or go with single-barrel Mark IIIs, 6-inch, or just leave the Mark II. Grand Anglais, your target is invisible or sunk. Huge hits on Delaware. Destroyers almost ready again, and when they are, I think we're gonna go for this line of cruisers. Let's tighten that formation. Thinking like this, maybe. Sure. Kansas taking main belt defense. Now invisible. It's these darn light cruisers with their smoke screens. Let's get rid of them. Canberra taking catastrophic damage. What's my HE pen here? Should be sufficient. Very sufficient. Are these like different classes? I think they are. Yeah, they are. Okay. Let's keep cleaning up these light cruisers. That's those three sunk. now the destroyers are not blocking line of sight for the battleships. Battlecruisers, excuse me. Oh, they are basically battleships. Fast battleships. So we can smoke up. Torpedo. 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 And that should be all my torps for today. For this battle, anyway. I got torpedo boats back here. Trying to do that old flanking maneuver. Let's bring the DDs down to handle it. Torpedoes are hitting. That was a very good angle to launch from. They have a lot of cruisers named Juno. Maybe I should cease fire on the destroyers before they burn through all their ammunition, firing at armored cruisers, when I want them going down here hunting torpedo boats. Absolutely murderous, these ships. But now we're talking not just one newer generation of pre-dreadnoughts versus an older generation of pre-dreadnoughts. We're talking what's almost like second generation dreadnought tier. Maybe not with regards to armor, but I mean 8 14-inch guns each. Yeah, Delaware, you're in the wrong century. Fortune. Finish off Michigan. Finish off, it's completely intact, but let's finish it off anyway. Ammunition levels, so far, solid. Oh, you're doing the thing where everyone is firing at one ship again. Suboptimal. That's Juno. And there we go, hits on Michigan. Main belt pens, easy from that range. You know, when your ship is named Ambush, your little ambush maneuver becomes a little bit too obvious. And also it wouldn't work because these are slower than my battlecruisers. Yeah, there we go. Well, that was a hit. Almost looked like they were all gonna miss, but no. Last one scored a main belt pen. Which is probably gonna sink the Michigan. Yeah. 7 hits is what it took. 2 of them penetrated, and that was enough. Now, Georgia and Kansas, don't think you're safe just because you're far away. Furieux, you can take on Salem. Yeah, we're out of HE. On the DDs. Grand Anglais, you can take Buffalo. Actually, Grand Anglais, take the one not in the lead. So you can accidentally hit a bunch of other ships. Yeah, we're gonna sink Georgia as well. And Salem. Where did the torpedo boats go? Oh. In the very obvious smoke screen. %24 chance to hit. Yes. One more. There we go. Floating hits. And some more torpedo boats up here. Uranium now being scuttled. We get flash fires on Oregon City. Kansas is down. I think that was the last of their battleships. That was ambush. Here comes Eagle. Yeah, no, the AP shells are perfectly viable for this. I was mainly considering enemy destroyers when I set these up with these guns and this ammunition. But of course the enemy has a bunch of torpedo boats with plus 0% armor quality. Still in service. Let's see. Fortune. Everything else is so far away. We can quickly get to where we want to be. Oh, it's, yeah, that thing is sinking, isn't it? A whole bunch of them over here. Actually, if they want to follow my torpedo boats, let's just turn on around this way. Have them head up towards the battlecruisers. I think we can safely sail in between here. Their 1890s accuracy is so bad, and my DDs are so fast that we're just never going to get hit. Pedal to the metal. My little 4-inch guns can't really do much to the cruisers, but maybe get some like 4.5 belt pens on this. Oh, you get flash fires on Tucson. And she's down. The DDs can just keep sailing. The enemy has no more torpedo boats. And we got no more torpedoes. So, nothing left for the DDs to do. We bump you down to cruising speed again. We're not just running circles around them, we're running circles through them. I think this is the last major American task force remaining, so I don't think we really need to be conserving ammunition. We're just gonna fire off what we have. Secondary guns on Fargo, which is now the closest one. Main belt, ammo detonation. Flat fire on Mobile Bay. Two flat fires. Now we're taking on these on this side as well. Yeah, this is not a fair matchup. Let's pick off these. Then loop back around, take these very slow armored cruisers. Yeah, they're even running out of fuel. Let's see. Like, everyone is doing very good damage numbers here. Around 200,000 on each. Of course, the damage stacks up quickly when you're firing at light cruisers. It's already start turning around. We got a bunch of light cruisers here as well, and these two will not last long. Yeah, you're pretty much done. Amsterdam gone. I was pretty sure I wasn't going to be able to sink them all, but we're having very good effect on target against these light cruisers. As you can see, Cleveland here just getting demolished with one salvo from Danzig. you can already find a new target. Fortune as well. Instantly finding good hits on Rochester. Worcester so far surviving. Yeah, 6 kilometer range on those 9-inch guns. They're like, for me, this is close range. For them, I'm not even in range. I got one armored cruiser on this side as well. I think we're just gonna sink them all. They don't have that many left now. And they got one light cruiser over there, one armored cruiser on the other side. We're just gonna sink Toledo with just fire from Danzig, actually. Fortune is joining in. Like, we're still in the early 1900s. My long-range accuracy is not that good yet. There we go, flash fires on Worcester, and she's gone. That leaves only Raleigh. As our ammunition is just dipping into the yellow, which isn't too bad. And that was it. No more hidden ships anywhere. The DDs did a very good job cleaning up those torpedo boats. 49 ships sunk for barely a scratch taken in return. That's what you could pretty much call an epic victory. It was a little bit of an it was an unfair matchup in terms of like technology. Do they have anything left that is worth worrying about? Got a battleship and an armored cruiser here. 34,000 tons combined. So that's a 20,000 ton battleship and a 14,000 ton armored cruiser. Right. "18 destroyers, 2 torpedo boats. I do not want to help Argentina take the Panama Canal. because I want to take the Panama Canal. Let's see, Panama, you are Caribbean Sea region. I almost always forget like which side I have to be on to invade it. I have to be in the Caribbean to invade it, but as you can see, sometimes the invasion circle is centered in the Pacific. Which, like, how that works. That's the thing. We're taking Puerto Rico. That is nice. Are we gonna just open up the invasion of the Panama Canal right now? Panama, Caribbean. I do have tonnage here. Where is it? Like, am I blind? No, of course not. It's because the Argentinians are already invading it. Northern Colombia then. There we go, 28,000 tons, easy. And you can't have two naval invasions active against the same province. That's why it didn't show up. I was like beginning to wonder if I was just missing it. Are we in danger of going to war with anyone else? Yes, we are. Sweden, Denmark, Ottoman Empire, Greece, Portugal. So this task force is to remain in place. These two ended up here, but yes, this task force still needs a little bit of repair and some refueling, and then we're gonna send you across the Pacific. Now, of course, we are a tiny bit over shipbuilding capacity again, so something will have to be suspended. It's gonna be this battleship this time. And they're only 10 months away from being completed. That's not too bad. And then they can get the Krupp 1 armor quality and a bunch of other things. And then either stereoscopic or coincidence 2 rangefinder. But that is it for today. We had an extended session of live fire practice outside of Montevideo. It's basically what you could call this little encounter. Goodbye and take care.